Jessica is with us in Houston, Texas. Hi, Jessica. How are you?
Hi, Dave. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
Okay. Well, our situation is that my husband and I have been married for 5 months, and we're trying to decide if it's the right time to buy a house. We currently rent a tiny one-bedroom apartment for like $600 a month, and I just feel like we're throwing away this money every month. I've never borrowed money for anything, and that's why we came into the marriage with the plan of buying a house cash, but maybe a mortgage makes more sense in the situation. I just don't know what's the bigger evil to throw away money on rent or pay interest to the bank.
Well, if rent is a way of life throughout your entire life, yes, you're throwing money away. If it is patience while you're waiting to do a wise thing, then it's not throwing it away. You're just paying for patience a little bit. Now, so let's talk it through. What is your household income?
About $85,000 a year.
Phenomenal. And you have zero debt?
Zero debt.
And how much have you saved during the 5 months?
Well, we've saved $20,000 in the 5 months, but I came into the marriage with $100,000, so now we have $120,000.
Okay. And you live in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
And so if you waited another 5 months, you'd have $140,000.
Yes, that's what we're projecting.
Pretty easily, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Probably more, actually. But, well, I mean, what can you buy for $150,000? A lot more than you're living in right now.
Yes, definitely. We probably could buy a lot more than we're living in now for like $100,000. And I don't know if we should just buy that and it still be smaller, but or if we should just go ahead and buy something we can grow into, like when we start having kids. And
Well, I mean, you can move.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you could buy something and then 2 years from now sell it and move up, and by then you would have saved another $50,000 or $100,000. Probably. Well, I mean, you don't even have any rent that way, so you'd have a lot, maybe even more. So, I mean, if you bought something for $100 now, 2 years later, you could buy something for $200.
Yeah, so that's what we're thinking. We don't know if it's better just to keep saving and pay the rent, or just buy something small now. And
well, you threw out a mortgage. I don't think a mortgage is necessary. Okay, here's kind of your balance. All right. Number one, I don't think you need a mortgage because you have done so well. I mean, you are dadgum financial rock stars. You're amazing what you've done. How old are you?
I'm 26 and my husband's 30.
You've done extremely well. Very well. So to start with, let's just say that you're in the top 1% out there of smart people with money. I mean, you're really doing good. So what would I do if I woke up in your shoes? You've been married 5 months. I would probably wait until next spring.
Okay.
At that point, you will have been married a year, and I would buy something within the cash that you have by then.
Okay.
Which you're going to have 100. You're going to have 150 plus by then.
Yes.
And I'm going to buy something for that. And that gets me out of the one bedroom. And if I know I've got a deadline, I can hold my nose a little better with the one bedroom.
Yeah, it's just hard also knowing that you're basically paying all that money out and you're not getting anything back for it.
Yeah, you are. You're getting patience. You're getting patience. And you're just a tightwad. I love you. You're awesome. And so that's probably what I would do. Okay. And then I would keep saving like a maniac and plan to move up $100,000 a year or two from now. A couple of years from now, and then you may do it again. There's nothing wrong with it. You could just keep doing that perpetually till you're living in $1 million paid-for house. You know, if you move up $100,000 every 2 years, that doesn't take but a few years to do that. Plus, these houses are going to be going up in value while you own them. So
yeah, that's the other thing. That's why I was like, should we get into a house now, knowing that that's going to go up in value instead of paying rent?
You got time. You got time. You're okay. So the second reason I'm telling you to wait till next spring is a good rule of thumb. If you're married, your first marriage, and you're under 30, is to spend a year being married to get to know each other before you buy a house together.
Okay.
And you'll make a wiser house purchase after a year of marriage because you will have ironed out the wrinkles of the first year. First year is always kind of fun, and it's also got its own little special problems. And so, you get that stuff figured out. The way I laughingly say it is, it takes a year of being married to know how close to your mother-in-law to buy.
Yes.
You don't want to hang curtains together till you've been married a year. It's enough to cause a divorce right there. So, these are just funny things, but they kind of indicate what I'm talking about. And so I love for you to just concentrate on your marriage and saving and have a goal. Okay, when the weather breaks next spring, we're going to start looking. And, set your lease up. When's your lease up?
We actually don't have a lease.
Okay, then you're fine. So you can just set it up and say, okay, in February we're going to start looking, and we're probably moving into our new place in March or April because that's going to be your next spring in Houston, right?
Yes.
That's fine, and you're going to be able to save a ton of money by then. And then you kind of smile and go, hey, let's make a game out of it. How much money can we save? Maybe we get a $175,000 house next spring. I don't know. You guys make good money. You got no bills, and you are tightwads. You're awesome. You're just absolutely impressive. So that's what I would do if I woke up in your shoes. I would pay cash for whatever I did. Now, if you want to jump the gun and do it right now, I think you might make an error, but I don't think it's a death error. I don't think it's going to kill you. But if you do, pay cash for whatever you do, because you're in a position to move into something nicer than you live in today and pay cash for it. It puts you in exactly that situation. So, hey, good question. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, you guys, Rachel Cruz here. Hope you're enjoying the Dave Ramsey Show. And did you know that I have my very own YouTube channel? Yes, that's right. It's kind of better than the Dave Ramsey channel. Don't tell them I said that. I'm kidding. So subscribe, and there's lots of videos about life and money. So while you're at it, if you want to check out a video, then you can check out how to do a monthly budget. It's one of the best videos out there.